Right, so tonight we have a problem with this dryer. I've had for that 2.5, yeah, 2 and 3/4 years used, and I never serviced it ever. I took out most of the fluff, but I never opened the sides up. One thing that has been recently developing is that it was a short thudding noise. Now, that small thudding noise has become a lot heavier. Oh. So, we can actually lift the drum. It's definitely one of the roller bearings have literally collapsed. Literally. Because the two roller bearings are one here and one here, and the outer drum lip runs on it. But they have only very small bearings on them, and they do collapse or they go dry. I don't know why I'm shutting that up, because I need to dry them. Oh, and this dryer, I used it for 8 cycles and it already broke. It's not like it broke, it's just that because this base unit isn't the exact same one as the original, there's one of the bit of the pipes for the heat pump is at the side here, and it just needs moving. So it just hits on every lap, because of course the band for the sensor goes round this drum. The sensor and that's a bit different. I think that's at the top here actually. But that one runs on brushed, and obviously they're the sensors, constantly sending information. The White Knight has the same setup, and it's actually really good. It's pretty fail free. These ones tend to fail because fluff gets built up. So anyway, let's take these out, and I'm gonna put these into my spare dryer for now, because I knew this was going, and I knew that the bearing had to be changed. So the plan was to open it up and hoover it out and change the bearing and clean the fans, because they make a whirring noise. To be honest, if I got that going straight away, I'd just tweak that, we'd be alright. No, that's another dryer that's out of play. Anyway, so we've got our other dryer. And the thing is, actually, what I might do for the time being, depending, if I can be bothered, if there's another zanussi dryer down there. It's a vented, but it doesn't have a timer on it. Not that it bothers. And it's quite a high-end version of the sensor, so it has like wall program and something else. But I just can't get to it right now because this is in the way. Hang on. Yeah, so as well, there's a little sneak peek. But yeah, that's ready to go actually. There's nothing wrong with it. When somebody bought it for me, well, I say bought, I had to pay them for fuel to bring it to me. But they got it for free and brought it to me for fuel. So and so basically it was fully working when I got it. I can't remember if I've actually changed the motor over from the actual hair version that I've got, which has probably got a bore problem. The seal had to be soaked, but that's all clean now. Oh, and it's Bosch Classics. You've seen that before. Go back onto my YouTube. I worked what out was wrong with it. I replaced the stat. I bought the stat because I've been told it might be going to Earth. and the banging was coming from the front where the heater is, because the heater is actually this at the front, not at the back. But when I took a look at the stats, the two wires that go to the stat, one had slightly frayed and exposed the electrical wires inside, so I think that maybe it might have going to live to the actual heater through that wire when it was in use, because the actual heater is obviously made of metal, the base bit, and it must have been hitting that. So anyway, I put some electrical tape on it. I put a new stat on anyway, so to cover both areas. Anyway, so this is what we've got. Zanussi ZDC 37200. If you go again back in the past, I got a ZDC 37100. This is pretty much the same. It's the update model. It's 2012 model actually. I worked it out. I don't know how I worked it out. But it's 2012. It's to go with this series. But the good news is, while that's made in friggin' Poland, this is still made. And it doesn't actually say on there. Sometimes they say it. Sometimes they say made in Italy. Yeah, I say made in Italy or made in the EU. Just so they get around themselves. And it's pretty good actually, it's dryer. It's pretty much the same as the ZDC 37100 I had. Right, so what we're doing. Yeah, it pretty much runs. I got all the fluff out as much as I could. There's a bit underneath the fan, and it's still there. Maybe it might shift over time. Done the condenser. You can see these hard bits of fluff going through. I'm not fully done it because obviously I'm now putting it to use. So I hoovered it out inside and out. But then when it came to the actual condenser area, I took the condenser out, cleaned it through. God, it was packed onto the fans and did the ducts underneath and everything. But the actual door is not fully cleaned, and under there it's not fully cleaned because it was intended for that to be used, this to be used for the time being, while that get repaired. I got busy, and so I never repaired it. I never actually, because I needed help to obviously get it down and to repair it, and I just never did. So looks like this is going to be in permanent use now until those two can get fixed.